Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ryan Holder with World Heritage Culture Center. I have the privilege of being here with Miss Panama, New York, 2010. Welcome to WHCC, World Heritage Culture Center. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became to be Miss Panama, New York, 2010.
Graduated from New York University in 2006 with a degree in marketing and currently work in the marketing department for a company that provides health insurance for low-income families. And it was just something that I wanted to do. It was something that was totally out of the box for me, so I wanted to challenge myself. And it was the opportunity to express pride in my heritage and bring my family together.
There's a lot that's involved with doing a pageant. Can you tell everyone out there exactly what you had to do in order to become Miss Panama 2010? It wasn't like you woke up and they said, "You're it." What happened? How did you become Miss Panama 2010?
There's certainly a lot involved in the process of becoming, participating in a pageant. It's all about self-branding and self-marketing. You definitely have to put yourself out there. You have to get sponsors. And, just looking for the dress alone is a project in itself. So it's definitely a very involved type of endeavor. But we had fun the entire time.
So tell me about what it is, a pageant, what you have to do. You're going to Panama. What do they really expect of you now that you're Miss Panama 2010?
Well, we're going to Panama to represent New York during Carnival. For the next 2 weeks, I'll be down there participating in Carnival activities, along with a lot of other queens from different regions. It's going to be a lot of fun. Carnival is a huge event, probably the biggest event in Panama.
So Carnival is one of the biggest events. Are they going to have you like on one of those huge floats with the huge costumes, dancing around and waving and stuff like that?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we'll be doing. Among other things, we have a number of events to go to, political events and galas and community events as well to participate in. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's also going to be very tiring but exciting. I'm so excited to go.
Being in a pageant, you don't just go and say you're going to be in a pageant. You have to take certain classes. It's a grueling process. What are some of the things that you had to do?
A lot of people think when you win a pageant that you just won a beauty pageant, that you just threw on the dress and you were voted on by judges and you won. But it's a lot more involved than that. It takes a lot of work, and it's all about self-branding and self-marketing, self-promotion. You have to get sponsors, and we also had to take classes on how to walk, how to talk, how to dance. It's not as easy as a lot of people think it is. There's a specific stance called T stance. It's like the uniform stance for it.
Show us your T stance, everyone. Why are you here at WHCC? Can you tell the folks exactly what your purpose is? What are we doing here today?
Well, I just wanted to give a little taste of our Panamanian culture and show the World Heritage Culture Center one of our famous dishes down there. We call it Platano Ententacion. It's a really good dish. It's really popular down there. However, it's not unique just to Panama. A lot of other Latin American countries also prepare the dish, but in their own style. So what I'm going to show today is Platano Ententacion, Panamanian style. It's such an honor to be invited by WHCC to represent Panama. I definitely support their mission in bringing cultures together surrounding arts and food. I'm all about arts and food, so it was an honor to be here today.
And we're going to be cooking Platanos Ententacion in our cooking segment, so come with us into the kitchen. Here we go. Hey guys, we're here in the World Heritage Culture Center kitchen. I'm here with Anissa Holder, Miss Panama, New York 2010, and she's going to teach us how to cook Platanos Ententacion.
Well, we're going to start with a ripe plantain. This dish is cooked with plátanos maduros, which translates to ripe plantains. You want to make sure that the skin is dark, and that signifies that they're pretty ripe.
So not those green ones.
Not the green ones, no.
Not the green ones, guys, okay.
Well, we're going to slice them in 1-inch pieces. So we're going to cut the skin, we're going to cut off the ends, and then we're going to cut this down the middle here. Since this one is ripe, it's easier to get the skin off. Okay. Yeah. So now that we have it peeled, cut them about 1 inch or so. Some like it thicker, some like them thinner. Once we have them like that, and we cut them in half. Sometimes people keep them whole. I cut mine in half. We need oil to be warming up in the skillet. Just probably want to coat the pan a little bit.
There?
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
There you go.
Good. Right.
So when the oil is ready, we will put the plantains in there. Right. So in the meantime, we can prepare the sauce that it's going to go into. And so we have our ingredients for our sauce here. Okay. We have our saucepan warming up. He's going to start with caramelizing the sugar, and what we're using is brown sugar. This is a very sweet dish. A lot of people think that, or might mistaken it as a dessert. Okay. But it's actually a side dish. It's not a dessert. Once the sugar caramelizes, gotcha. We'll add a little bit of vanilla. Add probably about a capful or so. There's a number of ways that you can do Platanos Ententacion. Okay. Some people, I call it the lazy way. And I don't prefer it because I think it doesn't have the same flavor as when you fry it.
Gotcha.
However, if you're pressed for time or
Makes sense.
it's the easiest way.
Pop them in, let them
right,
go.
you cut them up in the same manner and you put them in a baking pan. You add all your ingredients in the pan. So you would put the brown sugar in the pan. You would add the vanilla. You would add your butter. You would add your cloves and your cinnamon and chunks of butter on top. Place it back in the oven until everything's golden brown and the aroma is all throughout the house.
It would be a very good dessert.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'll grab the
But it's not a dessert. It's a side dish. Don't forget.
Side dish, not a dessert.
It's a side dish,
Remember,
yeah.
it's a side dish, not a dessert.
Right.
All right.
Well, let's add a little bit of butter to the brown sugar. You just have to be really careful with sugar because if you don't have it at the right temperature, it'll burn very quickly. It seems like our oil is ready, so we're gonna add in our plantain. So we'll just leave those in there until they're golden brown on each. You can see that some of them are already starting to brown. Look and see which ones are getting golden brown, and you see the change from peach to. This is definitely not a dish for someone on Weight Watchers or trying to watch their figure. So we're gonna add about the rest of the half a stick in there, and then we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients in the meantime. So we're gonna add cinnamon here. I like to add a lot. It gives it a really nice, rich flavor. So we already added the vanilla. We have brown sugar in there. We have butter, and now we have cinnamon. Just a little bit of ginger, because ginger is very powerful. Cloves have a very distinct, rich flavor. You don't want to add a lot at all because they're very strong. That's good enough. Okay. That's absolutely good. Give it a nice stir, and then we're just going to turn it on low. The way my aunts cook it, the same way I'm showing you right now. Yes, you want to keep a good eye on them because you don't want them too brown.
Gotcha.
But these are getting nice and perfect now. Little secret ingredient in Panama. Everybody has their own versions, but with ours, we add white rum. Add about a shot or two. And then we're going to add in plantains. You want them to have a very rich, thick coating.
Yes, I can see that. Are you ready for the finished product? Here we go, guys. My name is Ryan Holder. I'm with World Heritage Culture Center, and that is Platano Ententacion. Thank you for having us. And Nessa Holder, thank you for coming.
Thank you.